Hi everyone, Kelsey here with toynotes.com. Today, super excited because I get to break into the FurReal Friends series. Today I'm starting with Torch, the Blazin Dragon, and I'm super excited to see what he can do. It looks like he's supposed to be able to release steam out of his mouth and change the color of his treats. As well as with the FurReal Friends, they're supposed to be really interactive. So I'm excited to see what all this holds and how fun he is to play with. Rated for kids older than 4, and of course made by Hasbro. The Torch, My Blazin Dragon, comes with 50 sayings plus, and I'm really excited to see how much fun he is and what all he can do. So let's go ahead and get him unboxed, that way we can play with him. Okay guys, so we have Torch, the Blazin Dragon, all out of his packaging, and I think I'm gonna have to grab a screwdriver because he's tied in with all these little, I don't know if you want to call them like little paper rope things, but you don't have to clip them. They actually just kind of loop around in the packaging. So getting him open was pretty easy, but I think I'm gonna have to take the battery compartment off with a screwdriver in order to get this one out because it's laced actually through the battery compartment. On the bottom I'm seeing his on and off switch. He's very soft. His head swivels, it looks like. And then I do see in the mouth where the steam is going to come out to change his magical treats. We have a marshmallow on a stick, and then this looks like some kind of water dispenser. When I was looking at it, and I'll have to read the package instructions that come with it, it looks like you have to fill this crystal with distilled water in order to make him work appropriately because he generates steam, which changes the color on his toys here. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rope out of his battery compartment, get him on, fill him full of water, and then we'll go ahead and take our closer look and play with him a little. Alright guys, time for our closer look with Torch, my Blazin Dragon. I went ahead, he's got a water port up here. You can see that opens. And that's what this diamond gem is for. It has a fill line right here, and you're supposed to use distilled water. You suck it up and then put it into the tank. If you put too much in, it's supposed to kind of aerate through the vent, which is also up here. But they recommend using actual distilled water because, again, this water is going to kind of like sit in here in his head, and you don't really want it to corrode the inside of the machine if it's hard water. They also talked about a filter that'll get really gummed up if you're not careful. So additionally, we found the treat in our unboxing, which is a marshmallow on a stick. And the whole thing with Torch is he's, one, supposed to be a FurReal friend, so he's supposed to be lifelike, but two, he's supposed to have flame-colored mist that reacts with his treat here. So we're going to see what he looks like on. I'm noticing right off the bat that his head is very mobile, his ears are mobile, and that his arms are mobile. The rest of him is pretty fixed. And I do see that this badge is here, so I imagine that this will have some significance to our play. On and off switches are here. Did not come with batteries. I had to put 4 C size batteries in here. And a comment on the door is the door to the batteries, it hooks in the back to secure down when you're trying to screw it back down. But the batteries right under the part where it hooks right here are actually spring loaded and they're way high up. So I actually had to like try to hold the batteries down and close the door and use a screwdriver. It was kind of a bear. It was not good planning on Hasbro's part with this toy. So let's go ahead and turn him on. There's no volume control, just on and off. isn't that cute? Oh, there's the flame-colored mist. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it is misting here. Now, he's supposed to have sensors in his nose, and the badge, and the mouth. So if you rub his nose... And then if you put the treat in his mouth, he's supposed to eat it. Oh, a burp there. Excuse you, Torch. And then the badge activates the steam on demand. Ooh. Come back here, Torch. I want to see what you do to your marshmallow. I'm finding this actually kind of hard to do. The mist is coming out, but when I was playing with it, it turns this marshmallow brown, but he's just not doing it and staying still. Let's try again. Oh, there it is. You see the little brown spot there? It's supposed to be able to do it to the whole marshmallow. The marshmallow itself has like a reactive, rubberized kind of feel to it, and it reacts to moisture, obviously, from the... There it goes. So they said that, you know, you have to hold this relatively close to the mouth. He comes with a lot of instructions on how to put the water in him, and how to use the sensors, and how to make the marshmallow react, that you can't use this right away. If it's brown, you need to let it dry out. So there's a decent amount of instructions that go with Torch here. All in all, that's him in a nutshell. I'll show you the back so you can see his cute little puffy tail and his wings. He really is cute, and that noise that he makes is very adorable. But that's the only noise he really seems to make, is that kind of growl and coo. So guys, let's go ahead and go to final review with Torch. Okay guys, so we've had our closer look. We've looked at everything that Torch can do, and this is my final review for Torch, our Blazin Dragon. I like this toy. I think it's cute. It's nice and soft. The ears move, head turns. The flame-colored mist is pretty cool, as is the fact that the legs are movable, and it has the several sensors in the nose, mouth, and the badge on the chest. All in all, it's a pretty well-made toy. It's very cute for that 4+ range, but this is my issue with it. And I just have one. The issue that I have with this toy is it comes with a lot of instructions for a toy that's for a 4-year-old. You have to fill the water tank, and they come with teeny tiny little filters that you know you're never going to keep track of. They recommend distilled water. You use the gem to fill the water tank up, and then that's what creates this flame-colored mist. Well, this is the only treat that Torch comes with, and he can either eat it or turn it brown by using that flame-colored mist we saw in the closer look. But this is the only accessory that's really usable. Additionally, there's no phrases, there's no music, there's just a lot of turning the head and making that kind of very cute noise, whatever you want to call it, that Torch makes. So all in all, as you could see in the closer look, he's very cute. He's a very cute little Blazin Dragon. I really like that he's cute, but do I really think that he's replayable? A lot of the FurReal Friends emulate animals that kids are familiar with, like a dog or a cat or something that they are familiar with. Torch is very unique in that he's a little dragon, but with that comes, how do you take care of a dragon? Well, you can feed him his marshmallow, and If you get it just right with the sensor in his mouth, he'll make a chomping noise. You can activate the flame by hitting his badge on his chest, but there's really not any needs to take care of this toy. It's not highly movable other than the head. And with having water in it, I just worry about, okay, if you don't have distilled water laying around and you have a child who wants to play with it, next bet is tap water. Well, if you have hard water or you get a gunky filter, pretty soon this toy becomes a toy that you can't use because water sat in its head. It's got a water tank here and the water just sits in there until it's all misted out. So that's my concern with this toy. I think that in theory it's a good toy, but I'm not really sure I would buy it again. The FurReal Friends tend to be on that kind of medium range for expense, so they're not overly expensive, but for the amount of playtime you get, I'm really not sure that Torch is worth it. So that's it for me today with Torch, my Blazin Dragon. And if you guys want to be here for more Toy Notes videos, make sure that you're subscribed to our channel. Give me and Torch a thumbs up today if you like the content we're putting out. And make sure you're checking back regularly because I'm always doing up-to-date videos on the latest and greatest toys out there. And I'm making them real. Like today, it's a cute toy and I like it, but I don't know if it's worth your money to go out and buy it because it might just sit in the toy box or on a shelf, especially if you lose this little guy. So guys, until next time, I'm Kelsey with ToyNotes.com, and I'll see you soon.